Clearly a budget looks at performance and all of that. What I want to say is that the National Assembly has a lay-down channel for reviewing performance. Yes, he has given us some highlights, but during the course of the oversight and of course before we approve the next budget, the National Assembly will drill down on some of those things that have been mentioned, sometimes go physically to inspect them to see the level of work to kind of like match what we have heard with the realities on ground, and then we will be able to come up with a positive or a definitive statement. It will be difficult, having heard the president reel out all of those projects, to standing here now, give it a pass mark or even make a comment without the details. For instance, in the Southeast, you're talking of the projects on ground. That's what I'm saying. I would like to see some of those rail lines. I would like to see some of the road projects. I'd like to see some of the dams. I need more detail to. I travel by road. I'm one of those Nigerians that actually enjoy road travels. But the committees that oversight some of these MDAs will be able to, before going into considering the budget, look at some of those projects just to be sure. Because again, why I'm saying this is because the government has said that there are budgetary shortfalls in terms of revenue, over 200 billion, sometimes 2 trillion, 2.4 trillion, 2.3 trillion. Now, we would like to know if the impact of these shortages in terms of implementation, we have had different kinds of numbers in terms of this is the amount of implementation that has been achieved. So you see, when you come out and say you've done 20 or 30% implementation, and then you come out and say you've done all of this project, we need to sit down and look at it to make sure that some of these things that are being reeled out are actually on ground.
Then looking at the projections for 2019, what's your opinion? Is it positive?
Okay, first of all, I think I'm happy that it's not 11 trillion or 9 trillion. So first of all, this is the first budget that the president has brought that has kind of been streamlined to perhaps the realities that we have had over the past 3 years. But I think that we must find a way to reconnect our national budget to the lives of Nigerians. I would like to see the budget have a direct impact on the prices of food items, on minimum wage, on some of the key things. Yes, he did. And for the first time he did. But the caveat that he said to me is a very weighty caveat. He said he wants to see how we can implement without ballooning our debt profile. I don't know how that will work, but again, we'll look to see the technical team that the president has said he's going to set up. But I think overall, the most important thing about budgeting is that it must have an impact on the life of Nigerians. And if you're making 30% implementation, it means that Nigerians can expect 30% impact. That's a straight line thinking. But where you have a budget that can be fully implemented and we can run with it, we also expect that it will have a full impact on the lives of Nigerians.